There it is. There it is. There aren't many times when Kuroko gets mad, but that was just one of them. Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist to the Abyss, and this is my review for Kuroko no Basket 2, Episode 10. And this one starts with the end of the first half, second quarter. And Hanamiya is kind of annoyed because Teppei kind of just told him off the episode before, so he's walking away and he runs into Kuroko because Kuroko's got no presence, so you never really see him coming. And he just pushes Kuroko out of the way and says, "Move it!" All right, and he's really annoyed. And Kuroko asks him, "Do you enjoy playing the way you do? Like, how can you play so dirty?" And Hanamiya, he makes up this backstory on the spot, and it turns out he's just screwing around with Kuroko, and it's all just a lie. He says that he really plays basketball because he likes crushing people's dreams and hurting them pretty much. He likes seeing people in pain. All right, that this guy's messed up, and Kagami, he's angry. He's angry. They go back to the locker room. He like kicks the bench and everything. He's angry, but Kuroko is pissed too. All right, I said it just now. Okay, Kuroko rarely ever gets angry in this series, and this is one of those few times where he does. If I recall, I think there was one other time he got angry, but I don't remember what time that was. I think it did happen once at some point after this, but it's rare. It's rare to see Kuroko show emotion like that. But after focusing on Saren for a little bit, we switch over to Kurosaki Daichi, and Bubblegum Boy says he's figured out the trick to the vanishing drive. Okay, and we see Almine and Hanamiya in the bathroom. They run into each other there, and they get to talking. And Almine tells Hanamiya that he's going to lose because he made Kuroko angry. And sure enough, we see what happens when Kuroko gets angry later on. The second half starts, and Kuroko at first is about to use the vanishing drive, but then BGB, Bubblegum Boy, says that he realizes that the trick is blinking, and how like Kuroko will use his color of observation pretty much to like figure out when people are about to blink, and then he'll move as they blink, and that's how he vanishes. But that makes zero sense at all, because think about it. It's not like the one person is affected by the vanishing drive. Everybody is. You trying to tell me that everybody blinks at the same time? No. All right. So that's just a stupid theory. All right. He was dead. Someone should have figured that out. All right. But they end up getting embarrassed because Kuroko just goes by them again. All right. And eventually Hanamiya gets tired of the situation, so he subs in this guy. I think his name was Kentaro Sato or something like that. But Kuroko gets subbed out too. This is when this new guy comes in. And we learn that Kurosaki Daichi, their coach, actually quit the year before. So Hanamiya is both the captain and the coach. That's why they're allowed to get away with all this crap. The team, I mean. Like, there's no coach to tell them, stop. What do you do? Why are you playing like this? Right? That's why they're able to get away with it. And once play restarts, this Kentaro guy, him and Hanamiya, start playing really well. And they start stealing the ball from Izuki every single time he touches it. And it turns out that Hanamiya is a genius, both in basketball and in the usual definition of the word. He's really intelligent. Right? We learned this from the guy with glasses from Toho. I guess he's the captain. I don't remember. But he used to go to middle school with him. And we learn from him that Hanamiya has a photographic memory, and he can remember everything that happens in a match that he watches. So he's able to analyze the team's movements really, really, really well. And since Saren is the type of team that passes a lot, and all of their passes are usually pretty effective, they try to make their passes as effective as possible. So because of that, Hanamiya can read their movements and steal the ball. And they do this over and over and over and over again to catch up to Saren. And the reason it works all these times is because Kentaro was on the court as well. Because that guy is smart as well. Right? I guess he's not really considered a genius, but he's definitely close to one. He's definitely incredibly smart. Not as smart as Hanamiya, but still incredibly smart. So he's able to he's able to try to he's able to reduce the number of possible passing routes. Okay, by going some place on the court, he can eliminate different pass routes and force Izuki to go to one specific place, or fewer places, I should say. And then Hanamiya can do the rest. He can take it from there, figure out where Izuki's going to go, and then pass the ball. And since Kurosaki Daiichi plays so rough in the first half, their opponents are usually angry, and because they're angry, their movements become simpler and more easy to predict. Okay, so this is why the one guy with the dead fish eyes, I think it was him, said that Saren was caught in their web. Because they're so angry, they're moving much more simply, and because they're moving so simply, all their passes get stolen. Specifically Izuki's. Izuki's the only one passing for some reason. They give him the ball every single time, even though he gets the ball stolen every single time. You'd think they'd try and switch it up a little bit. And I know what his position is, but still, they try and switch it up a little bit if he fails every single time. But the end of the third quarter comes around, and Kurosaki Daiichi was winning by, I think, 11. So they're trying to figure out what to do. Riko doesn't even know what to do, and Kuroko steps up and he says, "I'm going to stop playing for the team. That way, we have a chance of winning." And you hear that and you're thinking, "What, is he going to sit on the bench or something for the rest of the game? I don't get how that would help." But then we see him on the court when the fourth quarter starts. Right? We see him on the court when the fourth quarter starts, and now you're thinking, okay, wait. So why I thought he wasn't going to play with the team? Why is he playing with the team? And then it turns out his plan is to do the same thing Hanamiya was doing. Okay, he's not going to play with the team. He's going to play against the team. Instead of having Hanamiya steal the ball, he himself is stealing the ball. And instead of giving it to Kurosaki Daiichi like Hanamiya would do, he gives it right back to Saren. So he steals it from Saren just to give it back to Saren. Right? And because of his misdirection, he's able to get to the ball before Hanamiya does, because Hanamiya doesn't even see him coming. Right? So with this plan that they implement, Kuroko he keeps stealing the ball from his own team, and by doing that, they're actually able to start catching up to Kurosaki Daiichi. However, Hyuga is still missing all of his shots. He hasn't made a single one yet. Whenever Teppei tries to go up to get a rebound, they're still beating him up. And it gets to a point where Riko just can't take it anymore. So she calls a timeout, and she tells him, "I'm taking you out." And the end of the episode is just a bunch of like shonen friendship stuff, like, "You're like a big brother to me, and we don't want you to get hurt. I'd rather you hate me than have to go through what you went through last year all over again." It's friendship stuff that it's cool, I guess, but I personally don't care about it, but it's still cool, I guess. Overall, I guess I'd give the episode an 8 out of 10. I thought it was pretty good, mostly because of the stuff with Kuroko at the end, plus the stuff throughout with like Hanamiya showing that he is actually a genius. He can do stuff other than just play dirty. But yeah, I thought the episode was good. You saw Kuroko angry too, so yeah, I thought it was a good episode. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. But that's it, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.